Hey guys, and CS Fan 001 here for part number, what'll this be, 39 of Let's Play Minecraft PS4. Last time, we finished up our exploration at the Ocean Temple, at least for now. We might go back later on. Who knows? We'll decide on that later, but for now, today's video is going to be again about building our rail line. And I'm actually probably not going to speed this up too much because I have gaming news to share with everyone, or my thoughts on gaming news that everyone already knows. Everyone already knows the news about the games. I don't know if everyone knows my opinions about a lot of the stuff. Alright, so we're making our way toward... We're going toward the 600 on the X-coordinate first. So that's our first location we got to get to, is 600X. And then once we get there... excuse me, get out of that, thank you. Actually, I should probably check that, but yeah, I got gaming news and stuff I want to talk about because a lot of stuff has been coming up pretty recently. Okay, yeah, 600 and then negative 643. Got it. Okay, so obviously we have Uncharted 4 coming out soon, and of course I'm very excited for Uncharted 4. That's going to be a great game. Very excited for it. I think it even has like a Crash Bandicoot Easter egg right at the beginning of the game, which is pretty awesome to say the least. That they would that they'll make a nice little throwback to that. So definitely excited for that. I also went and mined a bunch of dirt and stuff off screen. And I made more rail lines, so we're not doing extremely well on iron, but I think we're going to be fine for the rest of the game. I don't think we're going to need any more. Oh, wait, that's still a little raised. Anyway, so first off we have Uncharted 4, which Uncharted 4 is, of course, the final true Uncharted game. It's going to be the last one with Nathan Drake, and it's supposedly going to be the last one by Naughty Dog. Which isn't really that big a surprise. I mean, it can't go forever. I mean, they've got other IPs to work on. The Last of Us 2 is all but confirmed for probably a 2017 release. So that's going to be pretty awesome, actually, is that we'll get a Last of Us 2, and this is the last Uncharted game. It's supposed to be a 14-hour campaign. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much that's true, the reason being that, one, whenever people talk about the campaign length early on, they tend to be over-exaggerating on it. Like, I remember they said, whoever developed, I think it was THQ that developed the original Homefront, said it would take 5 to 10 hours to beat that campaign. That campaign can definitely be beaten in under 3 hours, and that's only because of all the story stuff and, like, very slow sections where you don't actually get to do anything, except walk around and talk to people and such, or sitting on the bus at the beginning of the game, or stuff like that. So I don't know exactly how truthful that's going to be, but whatever it is, I mean, it's going to be a great game regardless, I'm sure. I mean, Naughty Dog does not screw up their games that I can think of. If they have screwed up one, I can't think of it. Let's put that down. Either way, it's going to be an excellent game. I can't wait for it. That's coming out on May 10th. Okay, second piece of gaming news as we continue our rail line in the darkness and the rain. Never good weather conditions, it seems like. Yeah, probably better actually pop another one of those. Okay, so the second piece of gaming news, I was just waiting until I got pretty much near the edge, is Homefront the Revolution. So, speaking of Homefront, Homefront the Revolution is... There has been some very strange stuff to go on with that game, to say the least. Because basically, I found out within a couple days ago, by the time this is going up, that they are actually, instead of this game being a direct sequel, like what was expected and what probably would have been a little bit better, instead, this game is going to be effectively a reboot. Which, first off, that makes no freaking sense whatsoever. And... Oh, and by the way, guys, if I sound kind of off, I'm kind of sick or something, or my allergies are still going. I don't know what it is, whatever's wrong with me. This happens every spring, I feel like, but it's been worse than normal this year, so whatever. Either way, basically, like I said, it's going to be a reboot, and oh, wow, we're actually getting really close in this direction, guys. That's awesome. See what I mean, guys? Anyway. What I'm trying to get at with Homefront is, why are they making it basically a reboot? That makes so little sense to me, because, I mean, obviously the first game was not great. Like, it had a fantastic multiplayer, as most people will agree, but the campaign and even parts of the story were kind of garbage for what they should have been. They could have been so good, but they really didn't do that well with the finished project or finished product. So I don't know exactly why, though, they had to reboot, because at least the story of the original Homefront was plausible. I wouldn't say it was completely realistic, but it was somewhat plausible with, you know, the Middle East engaged in a nuclear war. It's certainly possible because Iran is developing nuclear weapons. Saudi Arabia may be starting to develop them. Israel has them. So, how far are we now? Getting closer. Nice. So, that was all very plausible, and eventual basically just collapse of the United States economy, the United States dollar, all of that. It's completely possible, and oh man, look at this, guys. There's a freaking ravine here. Chasm, whatever it's called. Very cool. Let's build a dangerous bridge across it, though. Not to Terabithia, but across this hole. I remember the girl that was in it, Anna Sophia Roberts, was like my first ever celebrity crush, actually. She's pretty awesome. Anyway, as I was getting at, though, at least that was very plausible. That and culminating in the EMP attack, which is a very, very real threat to this country that's never actually thought of really or addressed as it should be. But now they're going with an entirely different situation of, I think it's like alternate history, some kind of Korea, either North Korea or reunified Korea, I don't know which, but something like that is still the main enemy, and they still invade the United States, but it's because of the very implausible situation of virtually every piece of technology that the US and the developed world uses is Korean made, and every single one has a back door in it that's exploited at one time and basically brings down the entire country. That's a lot less plausible than the EMP. The EMP is very much possible. This one, not so much. Someone would have caught it, honestly. So it's not really the best idea for a story, in my opinion, in terms of the way they rebooted it. And also, I don't know if the game is even going to have competitive multiplayer, because I haven't heard anything about it. I know it's going to have cooperative, and I know it's going to have a pretty good campaign. I think the campaign, maybe not the story, but the campaign at least, is going to be really fun. And I am, you know, doing a blind Let's Play of it on day one, hopefully. So, yeah, there is that, which is a good thing. I just don't know exactly what to think about it. And are we there now? 5 more bricks. Excellent. Well, bricks like, what, Lego now? And this is very much like Lego, so anyway. So that's just sort of my rant about Homefront. I'm not entirely sure what to think about all that. Alright, we made it to 600, guys. And now we're going to negative something. Yeah, negative 630 or some crazy, ridiculously high number like that. Oh, that's not what we need. Looks like we're going to have to blow this up. Or not blow it up, but just destroy it. And that's cool. It, like, shifted the rail line anyway. Oh, Crepper, 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 Crepper. No, you get away from my rail line. No. Creeper, get out here. I will take you down, and you will not damage my rail line. Do you understand me, Mr. Crepper? Hello. Come on. You can blow up right there. That'll be fine. You blow up right freaking there. That's fine. You didn't hurt anything that way, and you actually cleared out my path a little bit. Thank you for being responsible, Mr. Creeper. You still died, but at least you were responsible and helpful in your life. Anyway, so the next game is No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky comes out on, like, it's, I think, June 20th or 21st or something. It comes out first in the North American region and then later on in Europe and other regions. So whenever it does come out, though, I am extremely excited for that because while I haven't heard that much about it recently, it's effectively Minecraft meets Star Wars in a lot of ways. You know, space battles. It's going to have all sorts of, like, what is it, 18 quintillion planets to explore. So 18 times 10 to the 5th, or 10 to the 5th, 10 to the 15th or something, or 10 to the 12th. I don't know. I forget my math. Whatever it is, it's an insane number of planets, and it's going to be really, really fun to play and explore in. I don't know why I made that sound, please. Oh, what the? Is there a cave down here? Almost. Huh. I don't know what exactly that noise was supposed to be that I just made. That was odd. Whatever that was, though, that creeper did kind of open up a path for us, I suppose. And I can hear spiders in the background, too. Okay, yeah, the powered rail was back there. I'm putting down extra powered rail just to make sure we get through areas like this faster, because areas like this you might have enemies just because... It's so weird seeing them burn like that, because I keep forgetting that I have fire aspect on that thing. Oh, melon right there. I might get that in a second. We're getting cocoa beans. That's cool. But yeah, No Man's Sky I think is going to be pretty cool, or it's going to be a massive letdown. One of the two. That's what virtually every game is these days. And more often than not, it's the latter of the two. I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people thought Fallout 4 was a letdown, but I love Fallout 4, but that's just because I'm a huge Fallout fan. I can certainly understand why people didn't like it, and I certainly don't blame anyone that didn't like it. Because I understand, you know, why you didn't like it. Actually, I don't know why I'm even going to destroy that. Yeah, this way we can just get through these danger areas a little bit faster. Because there's a Crepper right there that had to blow up more of the freaking rail line. Thank you, Crepper. I really appreciate that. I don't know why I'm calling them Creppers either. That doesn't really make any sense. Okay, get over here, douchebag. Speaking of douchebag, I haven't heard anything about the South Park game, the Fractured Butthole. That's the actual name of it, the Fractured Butthole, as in the word butt, and the word hole, as in, like, a whole pie. I am very excited for whatever that is, though, because the previous game was freaking awesome. The Stick of Truth was freaking awesome for anyone who played it. I hope you did, because it's so good. Like, it's so inappropriate, but it's hilarious. Like, it was fantastic. They did a great job with it. And I am very, very excited for whatever the sequel game is. Okay, now this is going a little bit better. Hopefully during the day there will be a few less mobs in the area. I'll put that there. So yeah, there's that. And then there is... what else do we have? Oh, there. I guess I'll have to build around that. Yeah, that'll work. So, let's see. I know there's a few other games I'm not thinking of that I don't care quite as much about, that I've heard of this year that I don't even know. Like, oh, come on, go away, you stupid creepers. You guys are getting kind of annoying this video. You're really getting in the way of constructing my rail line. Alright, well, he's dead. So, anyway... the last major game, though, I can think of, and also in terms of another update, is DLCs. I haven't heard yet at the time this is being recorded when the Fallout 4 Far Harbor DLC is actually going to come out. I know it's supposed to come out in, I think it's supposed to come out at some point in May. They didn't specify the release date yet, though. But whatever it is, I'm very excited for that because it's the first sort of true expansion. Because the first two were kind of... they weren't bad, but they really weren't good. Like a lot of people were probably hoping with, I mean, the Automatron DLC at least had a lot of missions and stuff in it, but it wasn't really anything special. The Robot Workbench wasn't really all that special. And then the Wasteland Workshop is just too buggy, honestly, to be really worthwhile. The trophies were kind of aggravating because of how buggy the game was. But Far Harbor is going to be awesome. It's a more traditional Fallout DLC. It's going to be taking place actually in Maine, so I think like the furthest north we've ever been in a Fallout game, so that should be actually really, really cool. I'm definitely excited for that. And we'll be playing it hopefully on release day, unless it comes out the same day as Uncharted 4 or Homefront. I guess we'll find out about that. I also don't know yet when the next Just Cause 3 DLC is, because there's two more DLCs, the Sea and the Land packs of the Air, Sea, and Land expansion, so I don't know exactly when it'll be, but I'll be ready for that too, because I'm ready to get back to Just Cause 3. I do enjoy that game to some degree. I know it's got a lot of problems to it, but... Hang on just a second. I thought for a second I saw lights over there like a village or something, which would have been really, really cool if that was the case, but that was apparently not the case. Huh, hang on a second. I'm missing a redstone torch somewhere. I guess we'll find out on the way back. Oh, wait, I don't know. I don't know why I put that down. And then, of course, there is the most interesting, very recent reveal. This is actually the day, being recorded the day this was revealed officially. I mean, it had been teased for a while, and we kind of already knew that it was true. But we have found out that the next Call of Duty game is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So, basically, this game is going to be another piece of futuristic bullcrap that no one wants to play because everyone's getting completely sick of the futuristic stuff. You know, Black Ops 2 did the futuristic stuff fine. It didn't completely overdo it. There was no freaking jetpack bullcrap and stuff that we deal with now. And it was okay. Ghost was technically in the future, but Ghost was just crap either way, but it certainly didn't feel like futuristic for the most part. Actually, yeah, I'll just go straight across the sand. I got all this dirt for nothing otherwise. So yeah, it's going to be called Infinite Warfare. It's going to be set a couple centuries from now, where the Earth is, like, unified under, like, the command of the United Nations or something, which I already seriously have problems with because I don't like the New World Order stuff. Very against that. But regardless of that, it's going to be taking place very far in the future with basically spaceships and everything. There's going to be space battles and stuff, which is going to be kind of cool. But otherwise, I don't really see much value to the game. Because, I mean, it's literally just... What is that? Oh, black wool, okay. It's basically just going to be a combination of Halo and Destiny, both of which have done the space stuff better than Call of Duty ever will, obviously, because, I mean, again, people are getting sick of this stupid jetpack and all this futuristic stuff. Like, we want something... It doesn't necessarily have to go back to World War II, which apparently Battlefield 5 is going to do, and I am very excited for that. I might actually pick that one up. It'll be the first Battlefield game I bought in years. But either way... Ooh, what do we have down there? Nothing. But yeah, that's how that's going to be, and... I mean, it's just... I don't think it's going to be very good as a game. I think it's just going to be another piece of crap, and I don't really think they're going to do well with it. Ghost was so bad, and it was the last Infinity Ward game, so... I feel like this one's probably going to be just as bad or worse. However, the people at Infinity Ward, the assholes over there, know that the game's not going to be good... So they devised that the only way they're ever going to be able to sell copies of it is by making you buy basically the two special editions, one or the other, in order to receive Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Now, for that reason alone, I am picking up the game, because I am not missing out on my favorite game getting remade to the PS4. But they're even screwing that up, because the full campaign's coming back, but I haven't heard anything about arcade mode coming back, which was actually pretty fun. And only half the 20 multiplayer maps, only 10 of the multiplayer maps are going to be in it. So basically, they're going to probably release a season pass for like $30 more, which is ironically more than the game itself, which is even stupider in all honesty. Basically, probably a season pass with all the remaining, like the other 10 maps. And I mean, I don't even know what 10 maps they're going to pick. They're probably going to pick the worst ones, honestly, which fortunately Call of Duty 4 didn't really have any bad maps, or very many of them, but still. You guys get what my point is with that. A lot of people are very frustrated with this and very unhappy with it. Like, if you see the video on their on the YouTube channel, it's like, at this time, 2 million views, but... it's like 100,000 likes versus 70-something thousand dislikes, so clearly people are not really happy with the way this is going to go. But again, Call of Duty 4 Remastered is at least going to be really good, I hope, unless they find a way to screw that up too. I hope they won't, but you never know with Infinity Ward. And look at that, guys. We have run out of rails right as I pretty much run out of stuff to talk about, so... This is actually a pretty good location, though. We've made a lot of progress. We're only about 500 blocks away at most. 500 blocks away, so we may go back and construct this more in the future. I don't know yet. I'll have to make that decision in the future. Oh, that's where I missed something. Okay. So, guys, I think I'm going to close the video off here. Next time, I don't know yet what we're going to do. We might go explore a cave or something. I haven't fully decided yet, but I will see you guys next time.